We are live. Let's see how long it takes for this pink lipstick to go. Bye. Because it's not bougie. Hey, Sushi. Hey, Coco, babe. Hey, Chapters. Welcome, babe. Libra. Oh, you're fine, sweetheart. Take your time. It's not like I'm going anywhere anytime soon, which, sorry about the lighting. Like, my dining room, it just doesn't know what it wants to do. Sometimes the light is great. Sometimes it's crap. As you can tell, he still hasn't took off the freaking bunny suit. At this point, I'm going to start taking bets on when the hell he's going to change clothes. Because he's been wearing that for quite some time, and it's going to get to the point to where I'm going to have to peel it off of his skin. I am doing good. I am trying to write everyone who comes in their names down so that way I can get you guys in for the raffle. Because on the 24th, we're going to be going live. We're going to be doing readings, maybe some drinking, a little bit of baking, a little bit of prepping. God, this light is driving me nuts. Hey, Cosmic Butterfly. Sad thing is there's curtains in here. Hey, Kumar. So many beautiful people. Kumar, you got to get with the flow and learn how to chill for a little bit. You want to jump the gun, and we're just getting to know each other. All right, I'm going to start my list with in order of who came in. So, Sushi, are you wanting one card, which is free, obviously? Do you want questions, which is 5 for 2? Or today we are running a special where you get a 3-card reading plus 2 follow-up questions for $10. So it's up to you on what you want to do. We're all waiting on you, little fishy. Do. One card it is. Do. One card for our little fishy friend. Seems like you've been looking for answers to something. The reason I say this is because we got this card, which is being blinded by the light. That won't go away. Let's see if we can. We're getting close. Where are we at? I'll just read it to you. It's a seek the answers within. It's a very pretty card, but the reading you're not going to be able to actually see today because it's being a douchebag. But that basically tells me that you're looking for answers that you already know the question to, or the answer to, I should say. So look for them within. And then we got Coco, babe. What are you wanting to do today, Coco? I think I should get blackout curtains for in here. That way maybe it'll help with the lighting. One card. You're welcome, dear. What do we got for our babes today? What do we got for Coco, babe? You gotta let go of the old shit, Coco. I don't know what grudge you're holding on to, but let it go. Be like Elsa and let it the fuck out. Da, 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 da. Olivia, my dear, which one would you like? I have blackout curtains. I do too in my living room and all the bedrooms. But in the dining room, I was like, I'll go with sheer curtains. Why the fuck not? Do. What do we got for you, Olivia? What do we got for Olivia? Olivia, you need to follow your intuition, babe. Let's see if we can do this some way. This light is just not working. Either way, it's a very pretty card when you can actually see. Oh, there we go. We figured it out. Intuition just means that you need to listen to your inner voice a little bit more. Follow that gut instinct. All right, so next would be Libra, because I'm going in the way that you guys came in. Hey, Ann, thanks for dropping in, babe. And then after Libra, it's going to be AM. So Libra, what do you want to do today, my dear? You're very welcome, my dear. Pure love, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 people ahead of you, pure love. Aw, AM left. All right, we'll take AM off for right now. And Libra, what are you want to do? May I have a card? Let's see what the card is. You're not really feeling connected with your emotions here lately. There's like an imbalance going on. The only reason I'm showing it like this is because of the light, but you've definitely got some imbalancing issues going on. I don't know if you're just not sure what your emotions are, or maybe you're not feeling confident in the path that you're walking, possibly, but it is coming up to be acknowledged. All right, so we got Kumar. Is Kumar still here? Hey, Seawolf, how are you doing, babe? And Kumar, you want the one card as well, hon? Okay. All right. Let's see how many we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Pick a number 1 through 13, my dear. I know. I'm trying to go live a little bit earlier so that way our friends in different time zones can catch me. 3. All right. So for 3, we got meditation, which means that you need to take some time for yourself and repair some of the shit that, you're kind of going through. It feels like one of those things where you keep on just adding and pushing forward and keep on going when really you just need to take a moment and stop and think for yourself and kind of have your own time. So see this as a time to get away. You don't have to necessarily meditate, but at least get away and do something for you and make it good. Cosmic Butterfly, you are next, my dear. One card. Apparently, there's some stuff that you're going through. I don't know if it's like a hardship or maybe just like a miscommunication in your relationship with family, but there's a lesson in it. You just need to find the lesson. Like, I know it sucks to hear that, hey, there's always a lesson to be learned. And you're like, yeah, I wish it would just come like in an email and I'd be done with it. But unfortunately, that's kind of where you're at right now is you're in a lesson and it's up to you whether you pass or if you fail. Hello, Haras. And next, we got Pure Love. What do you want to do? I'm going to assume one card since you said it earlier. So we're going to go ahead and get that one card if you want anything more. Yes, my dear Libra. I did draw a card for you. If you go back, you should find it. If you can't find it, I'll give you another card and we'll just go over it. All right. Pure Love, 1 or 2. Pick your demon. Then after Pure Love, we got Seawolf and Dadass. That's how I like to call him, Dadass. It's not Dadass, but it's Al. We got Al after Seawolf. And Seawolf is requesting a 1 card. And Pure Love is asking for 2. So we're embracing spirit. So right now it tells me that you've got some people who are trying to come through in the spiritual realm that you are not listening to, either that or you're just oblivious on how to do it. But it feels like someone who's passed on is actually trying to reach out to you. And for some reason, it's kind of been hard. Maybe you're self-doubting it. But I would actually take a look into that. It could happen through dreams. Hey, Ty. How are you doing? So just kind of keep an eye on it. If you find loose change, look up the meaning of the loose change. If you smell a certain smell that you connect with a memory to someone, then that's them letting you know that they're around. So next we got Seawolf, which she had asked for 1 card. And then after that, we got Al and we got Ty. Hello, Ty. Thank you. It is a beautiful day. What do we got for Seawolf? Okay. Seawolf, I've got 4 cards that popped out for you, honey. Pick your poison. 1, 2, 3, or 4. For questions, Al, it's $5 for 2, or you can get a $10 reading. Anything else is just general. I don't do specifics. 4, stay strong. So that card right there lets me know that your guides are trying to tell you, hey, we know you're going through some shit. We're acknowledging it, but you just got to keep on pushing. Even when you feel like you can't push no more, you can push some more. So just keep on going in the direction that you're going and you'll be fine. I know it doesn't seem like that right now because maybe there's some issues going on that you want to acknowledge and you want to just stomp it into the ground, but you don't know how to do it. So just take this time as, you have the ability, you have the voice, do as you will. All right. Al, so what are you wanting to do? Are you wanting to buy a reading or you want your one card draw? It's up to you, Al. Al, you need to embrace the things that you are instead of the things that you are not. Stop self-doubting yourself. Actually appreciate the differences that you are. Take this as it is. You don't have to fit into what it is they want. You are your own person. By the way, I'm doing this. I gotta give me 1 second. This way I know who does the one card and who is paying for one. I gotta write it down real quick. So that way I know how many I need to actually put in for the drawing. And Ty, my dear, what are you wanting to do today, my sweet little Ty? Somebody's had some shit happen. Surprise me. All right, my dear, pick your card. 1, 2, or 3. Either way, there's some shit that's going to be revealed. Middle. Stuck in the middle with you. All right. So this card is the card of respecting boundaries. It was in reverse, so that tells me that either... Give me 1 second. I'm going to mute my phone today. I'm going to be a smart little tarot reader. Anyway, so either your boundaries are not getting respected or someone has just recently pushed your boundaries. Not really sure on exactly which one it is, but I feel like it's someone that pushed your boundaries because the other cards that I got showed that something was revealed to you, hidden truth, so to speak. And I'm going to assume that that kind of goes in hand. Could it be a good thing along my path? It could be. Normally when I think of boundaries being in reverse, like maybe you're changing your boundaries as you grow. I mean, it's possible. The gods do push further and further. They're like an incredible, mean, but sweet dom. They're like a Cabbage Patch dom. Cabbage Patch. I don't know why I said Cabbage Patch. Those little dolls used to freak me out. Joe. Joe. I'm just going to call you Joe. Joa. That sounds like a good name. Joa. Do you want one card, my dear? We got a few ways of doing it. I'm going to assume that you're new here, so make sure you click like and subscribe. Because anybody who gets a reading here, no matter if you pay for it or if you don't, then you're going to get in this drawing for the 24th. And if you get a free 30-minute reading, you're going to want it. So after that's done, then we're going to do this. Do you want a one-card draw, which is free? Do you want a 5 for 2, which is $5 for 2 questions? Or do you want the $10 for a 3-card spread with 2 follow-up questions? Sorry, I kind of get lost. I got a squirrel mind. So what can I do you for? One question free, please. Well, I don't do questions for free, my dear, but I do a one card draw. It may relate to whatever you're thinking about. We can test it out and see. The reason I don't do questions for free is because you get the same people asking the same questions every day, like it's part of their religion, and it gets old having to tell them the same damn shit. It's like someone who keeps on running into a wall, but they don't realize that you shouldn't run into the wall because the wall is going to win. It's one of those things. Well, okay, so that's a question. So that would be a 5 for 2. The Divine Witch is my Cash App. You make sure to put the $sign in front of it. And I'm going to move on to the next person until you figure out what you're wanting to do. So, Julissa, hi. Also pay for service. I respect you a lot. Oh, thank you. Well, I try to give it to where if people can't pay anything, they at least get a one card draw. And, I'm pretty much live almost every day except for here and there. So, would you like a one card draw or what would you like, honey? From Miss Ellaby. Julissa. It's almost like Jolene, but a little bit different. Just a little bit. All right, so Joa, have you figured out what you want to do? Do you want to do the one card draw or do you want to pay for questions, my dear? Oh, you're fine, She-Wolf. Sea-Wolf. Sorry. This is how I learn from people. Well, if you're trying to learn tarot, I'm not really the greatest one to teach you. Because the way I'm not saying I'm bad. I'm just saying I know the card interpretations, but I kind of add what the guides give, the spirits, the feeling behind it. Like it's more than just the card interpretation. But you're more than welcome to listen. One card draw. Okay, give me a second, guys. I'm going to write down your names because here on this channel on the 24th, we're actually doing a giveaway for a reading. So when you guys come in and get a one card draw, that allows me to actually put you guys into the raffle. Okay, just give me 1 second. I think I got everybody. All right. Joara. Ah! No, where'd you go? Sorry, your card flew away. So we got the Ace of Swords for you. So to me, this means that. Okay, so for me, this means that you are kind of on the fence with people right now. And it seems like you're just ready to rip somebody open for the next person that comes your way. And it seems like something traumatic kind of happened to put you off in this state, probably within like the last 2 months. That's what I'm getting at least. So whatever it is that's got you ready for fucking war, breathe. Just a tiny bit. Just breathe. Well, thank you, my dear. Okay, we are going to give Hughley a reading. My dear, Julissa, we have 2 cards that popped out for you. You get 1. So which one do you want? Door number 1 or door number 2? I don't know what your state of mind is currently, but I do get this feeling that there's a lot that goes through your mind that's really negative. Um, and it's mostly brought on by other things people say. And I don't think half of the time they mean it that way, but it's in the way that they say it that kind of brings off this spinning wheel of emotions where you can't turn it off. Um, and it kind of leads you to this place where you just kind of want to just hide away somewhere and just run away from the situation, kind of block out the people. It's kind of like one of those people who, when they hit that wall after so many people say stuff, they kind of just block everybody out so they can factory reset. It's kind of like where you're at. So hopefully it gets better for you. And I would work on, because I got a video coming up and this is part of it, but like different goals for oneself, I would work towards different coping mechanisms for something new. I mean, it is what it is. Sometimes it helps people and things like that, but even something slightly little, like something that's like just an affirmation, or maybe just focusing on so many words or something like that. There's like so many different ways to do it. But if you ever need help or anything like that, I'll try to find resources. If you want to come back tomorrow, I can give you another reading and we can see if it pops anything up as far as love. Because when it comes to specific questions and when it comes to like certain readings, like where we're pinpointing towards one area of your life, it's kind of like asking a question. So the reason that I charge for this is because when I do the questions or a certain area of your life, I can pull out one card, but it's just going to entice you a little bit more. It's going to make you want to know more, and that's not fair to you, especially if you don't have the money to like get a full-blown reading. So what I do is I do the simplest things that you need to work on in your life. What the spirits or the universe is telling you. Now, sometimes it will actually coincide with whatever it is you're asking. And sometimes what you're asking is not what you need to be focusing on. So that's kind of why that. And when it comes to love, there's so many different avenues. And when it comes to love, relationships, or big life decisions, or life or death, these are things that I don't do one card readings on because they're more complex. So it's one of those things where like I've had people come into live and be like, is my aunt going to die, or is my mom going to get found? And I'm like, that's something that is not going to come up in just one card. And I don't want to give people bad information because I'm trying to appease what they want. So I'm just putting that out there. It's nothing to you. It's just, we got a lot more people in here. So, there's something that you do at night. I don't know what it is. I don't think it's like you hurt yourself at night, but I feel like there's a lot more that you do. There's one thing that you do in the nighttime when you're in your bed that's just like, oh, like your guides are like, why do you do this to yourself? So whatever that is, I don't think it's anything like kinky. That would be fun for them. But it seems more of like they're just watching you slowly eating away at yourself. And it seems like you do it more when you're about to go to sleep. So that would be something that I would work on. Christina, if you're still in here, dear, if you want a reading, just let me know. Smoke too much weed. That could do it. A little bit isn't that bad to get you calm and kind of get you relaxed. But if you're going to the point to where you're like, I'm up 1 minute and then, ew, it's daytime, then yeah, you got some shit to work through. I've been there. I understand it. Completely understand it. All right. Are you wanting a 1-card draw, my dear? Sometimes weed has that fuck it all in it, which is great, especially in moments where you're highly stressed. But sometimes it does cloud us from being able to actually move to where we need to be. So we got the 3rd house for you, Christina. The 3rd house is one of beauty. It is one of creativity. And it is one of seeing behind the real meaning. So it means that you basically find the beauty in everything, even if it's not to your style or standard. But it seems like there's some things that you could be doing in your life as more of a artistic expression that I feel like you're good at, but you don't put in the work for it. So I would put a little bit more time into whatever passion that is that's coming up from this card. By the way, for anybody who's joining in, if you want a reading, you actually have to comment because, I mean, I can look, but YouTube is like crazy and doesn't show everybody. I could have 20 people in here and it'll be like it's me and one other person. So if you want a reading, you got to let me know by, engaging in the chat. If you're not subscribed, it helps the channel. The bigger I grow, the more I can do. And now we've reached the portion of the show where I take a sip of coffee and then you guys go crazy in the comments. And I say, there is light. Look at us. You're staring at me. I'm staring at you. And we're wondering, what the fuck? Now, I know somebody, I think it was Miss Ellaby, who was talking about tarot reading and trying to learn. If you don't mind me asking, how long have you been doing it, or are you just kind of studying it, or what do you want to know? Dr. Red. I have Monster Energy drink instead of coffee. That's my caffeine hit. Can you do mine? Yes, I can. You just got to let me know which one you want. Do you want a 1-card draw, the 10 for 3-card draw, 2 follow-up questions, and a part tree? Just depends what you want. Dr. Red coming up with a hearty. Give me 1 second. 1 card. 1 card. 1 card. Y'all would have been proud today, though. I actually took the time and started formatting a video. Because I've done a lot of these lives, but I haven't put a lot of video content. So I'm going to do one on the different celebrations for the holidays. Dr. Red, my dear. Normally when we get the 12th house come up, that's like dealing with a lot of fucked up emotions. And it brings upon the broad spectrum. Everything from self, money, love, relationships, work. It's just all in one big fuckery, which is leading you to this moment of sorrow or maybe a lower sense of self. I don't want to say it's depression because it's not really depression. It's more of an overwhelming feeling of emotions that you're kind of going through right now. And that's what this acknowledged. As far as when it ends, that depends on you. When it comes to this stage in life, we normally have to go back to the first house, which is the house itself. So when you're working to get rid of this, you got to work with yourself. And then you've got to look at everything in a perspective of both sides. So you got to weigh out your pros and cons and work your way through the stages of the houses in your life. So it will end, but it depends on you. Sharon. Hello, Sharon. I don't get it. Can you elaborate? The elaboration is this. Your life is a fucking mess because you need to take charge of it. You need to take charge of your fucking life, and you need to take charge of the shit that you allow in your life. So before all this shit can end, you got to take control back of who you are. Figure out if it was something you did or if it was something that was caused by other people. Who were those other people, and can you change that by leaving that environment? That's basically what it boils down to. When your whole world is crashing down and it feels really like shit, you got to start back with yourself. You are the person that controls your own fucking destiny. So you are allowing all this to continue when you start working on yourself and realize all the shit on where it started, exactly where it started, pinpoint it. Figure it out, and then ask yourself, is this something that I can actually exile out of my life so I don't have to deal with it? Or is it something that I can actually move away from and become a better person and learn from that experience? That's what you got to realize. Some things will be out of control. You can't control everything. The only thing that you have control over is yourself and what you do. Hence why you need to go back to the first house. You need to work on what you can control in your universe, what you have power over. Once you learn what you have power over, you can manifest and demanifest anything that is not right or bring in things that you want within your life. But it starts with you. No one else can fix anything that's going on in your life right now except for you. And that's a sad truth that we all have to face. Trust me, I've been in the dumps where shit has hit the fan and I'm like, what the fuck did I do? And I had to take a hard look, a really fucking hard look. The kind of hard look that you said at the end of the night and you're going, I fucked up my life. Kind of hard look. And then you got to build yourself fucking back up. Because that's the thing. When you're in the 12th house is resurrection. It is death, letting go of the old and becoming the new. So you need to take this time to actually work on yourself and become anew. Rise from the ashes, become the king that you are. Work on it. You have the ability. And you know you have the ability. If you can't control what something happens, then control the things in your life that you do have control over. And once you start controlling those areas of your life, nothing is out of your control. Hey, Joanna, I'm doing good. Sharon, I will give you your reading, and then it is Joanna. So, Sharon, let's see what you got. Sharon, a little blackout for you. Sharon, you're trying to express yourself to a certain individual, and I don't feel like it's coming across the way that you want it. I feel like it's one, you know, like when some people write poetry or to express a feeling, but they give it to that person and they don't kind of understand what the fuck it means. Yeah, they're not getting the way that you're expressing, so try a different method to express what it is you're trying to convey. And that was for Sharon. Sharon. And this is for Joanna. Joanna, pick your card, 1 or 2. Your communication is all fucked up. We got Mercury, which is communication and how we deal with people and what we say. Yours is not in a good place with somebody. I don't know if it's maybe the world, because I mean, honestly, it's 2020. It's fucked up. Or maybe it's a certain individual that you're just having trouble putting the words into what they should be. But it seems like they're a little bit bullheaded from the card that I got before this one. Or so that I should say, well, that was beside it. Either way, it seems like a stubborn situation of he said, she said, I'm right. No, this is how it is. You need to work through that shit. It's 2020. Life's too fucking short. It is too quiet in this house. We need noise. Either gaming, Noah. Oh, I'm the only one down here. Well, that's weird. That never happens. You ever have that moment when you think there's other people in the room and you know what the worst thing is? It's like when you're grocery shopping with a significant other and they were over here, so you go to say something to them, and then the next thing you know, you're talking to a complete fucking stranger. I hate that. And that's my husband in a nutshell. You're very welcome, Joanna. It's a random fact, random information, but I figured why the fuck not? We're all just staring at each other anyway. So what is today? Today is Monday. So tomorrow I'm going to release the video. Let's give myself some time. Wednesday I'm going to release a video for the different traditions around Yule. So that is going to be coming up and it's going to be in a slide. Oh my God, there's other people that live here besides me. Hey, how are you? I was talking and I'm like, it's too quiet. And then here we are. What time is it there? Right now it is 4:20 p.m. Ooh, smoking and toking if you got it. Panda? How are you doing, Panda? You can't just say hi, motherfucker. You come into my live and you just say general reading for me. Can't say, hey, how you been? You're looking great. Oh my God, is that a new shade of lipstick? Nothing. I get, where's my reading, motherfucker? That's basically what I got. What the fuck? Who does that? Do you walk up to strangers and be like, give me a reading, bitch? Sorry, I forgot to say hi. Yep. You will be sorry. I will add you to the list, but I am going to put you on a 10-minute or a session for not saying hi and being cordial. Sounds mean, but sometimes we need a friendly reminder of manners. I'm not a slot machine. I have emotion. Now, see, look at Savannah or Savannah. I like Savannah a little bit more, but if it's Savannah, I don't know how you say your name, but I love it. Like and subscribe. Can I get a reason? Smoking as well, right by you. See, there's somewhat of a communication. It wasn't a high, but she's high at least. You know, but nope, I'm a slot machine, apparently. You come here every day, and I just poof out one card, and that's it. No love, no care, just fucking read me. All right. Oh, it's in the morning. Man, I wish I had your mornings. Maybe that's what's wrong with me, that I sleep in later because technically I'm on European time, even though I've never been there. Shivani. Ah! Thank you. Shivani. All right, dear. You are not having a good week. All right, so we got the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is fucking chaos. And it seems like you are dreaming of someone, or your mind has been encompassed by them. But yet, if you tell them about it, it's not going to go well, or at least that's what you're thinking in some way or form. Now, this could be romantically, friendship, family, but apparently someone is occupying your nights in your mind and they're not even paying rent. Pandy, I'm not going to pull a card for you today because you did not show manners. So no matter how much you ask for it, it ain't going to happen. Now, I will be nice and I'll put you in for the roster for the entry for the giveaway. But until you learn your manners, you get no reading. And keeping on asking ain't going to help you today. So you're in timeout for one day. And the reason I do this is not because of me, because honestly, I could really care. But there's other people in the world. And if you're doing it to me and to someone you don't know, then you're probably doing it to people in your life. Hard Lessons by Your Tarot Reader, Part 1. Not trying to be rude, but when you come off as rude, lessons, man, lessons. Anyway, if anyone is wanting a reading, let me know. If you have any questions, magical, life, whatever it be, this is the time we can chat. Hello, baby, and welcome. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe. Today we are running a special that you get a 3-card reading if you pay $10, and then you get 2 follow-up questions as well. So do you want the 1-card reading or do you want the 10? It's up to you. On what your little dark heart desires. For some reason, I got a bunch of messages. That is a question. Questions are $5 for 2 questions. You can direct that cash to my Cash App. Same as the name. The Divine Witch. $sign in front of that. Tip your witcher. Well, that's the thing. Like, if I give you an entrance whenever I say your name excitingly, and all I get is, give me a reading, a card now. Bitch, please. I'm not your fucking vibrator. You can pull me out whenever you want. Go fuck off. And I would tell that to a friend. It's not even that it's just over a line. So what do you want to do, baby? You want to pay me, or you want to get the free card that may not answer that question? Baby, 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 baby. So many good songs. Let's see. Can't play my voicemail, but wonder who that was from. May I get a free tarot reading, please? Please. Pretty please. With a fucking cherry on top. Questions are $5 for $2 or $10 for a 3-card reading. 2 follow-up questions. It's up to you. And if you're going to pay for it, it's done through the Cash App, my dear. Or you get a free 1-card reading. Can't guarantee it's going to be about your question, though. Baby, baby, what do I got for you? Baby, baby. Baby. Seems like you are going through some shit. Well, baby, I know what you want, but I'm talking about the lady in above you after that one card reading. So it seems to me like someone broke your heart. At least that's what I'm getting. And you pulled out all of the dirt on them. Good job. At least that's what I get. So, Lindita, are you wanting a one card draw or paying the cash for the question at hand? And by the way, just to let you guys know, when you delete questions, it still shows it on the feed, even after the thing. I just figured I'd let you guys know that. You're very welcome, my dear. Lindita, I guess you're not being acknowledged today. You can't really blame the newcomers that come in, but the people that already know when it comes to questions, you got to kind of throw it out there. It's kind of like that friend that always asks you for advice but never takes your advice, and then you get to a point to where you're like, you just stop giving advice because you know they're not going to take it anyway. It's kind of one of those situations. I'm curious to where that voicemail is. Hey, Sarah. Welcome, my dear. How are you? Sarah, I just want you to rule me, Sarah. We looking for one card today, my dear? Eventually, I need to put this Golden Girls puzzle okay today. Let's see what we get with Sarah. Sarah, what do we got for Sarah? I owe you. What do you owe me, dear? Or why do you owe me? I feel I do. Oh, I love you. So we got Jupiter in reverse, which is telling me that you are not allowing yourself to experience new experiences. So maybe it's one of those things like you like to stick with what you know and what you do, but it's time to try something new. Try something different. Be bold. Be like a sorcerer who's got a bounty. See life as an adventure. Except you don't get multiple lives, you only get one. So be careful. That would explain this popping up. Second house in reverse. Loss of money. Aw, you don't need to be sad about it. See it as kind of like a new chapter. One chapter is ended, and now you get to start a new adventure. It's almost like, when your favorite hero, kills the dragon, and on the next one, he's going after some troll. See it like that. A new adventure, a new dragon to slay, a new chapter to start. You're a mythical creature in your own story. Take it as a sign of dominance. A time to rule your world. Negative emotions will happen, but push them bitches aside. You will get something. You just got to put the energy into what it is that you want. Not unless your life and you decide that you want to be like a stripper. You'll never run out of ones. It's probably not good around coronavirus, so it's probably not a good choice. A naughty baker. I don't know if you're good at baking, but that's a possibility. Is there a prayer to Great Hecate, any way to provide for her? There is actually a prayer. If you go through my old videos, there is a prayer that was actually in, what is that fucking ancient book? It's a book of old. It was a papyri, the Greek papyri, I believe. Yeah. And there's a video that I made reciting it, and I think I even put in a link in the description for that. But there is a song that I came across the other day, which someone I know apparently did it. Because I don't, okay, I'm going to say this. I'm not a fan of the rest of his repertoire of music. It may be some people's kind of music, but it is not mine. But it doesn't mean that it's bad. It just means that it wasn't my cup of tea. But there is a song that I do like that actually speaks about Hecate. If I can get it up and not go into my videos, that would be great. But I've noticed when it comes, because that's something that I've been thinking about is like different prayers to Hecate. And what I would suggest that I'm starting to take my own advice on here at this moment, because like whenever I do things with Hecate, I always say what comes from the heart instead of a prayer. But I have thought about making prayers for her. So what I would suggest is if you're going to do a prayer for Hecate, I would do a meditation by her altar and have paper and pen ready and be like, hey, I want to honor you with a prayer. Can you help me find the words? Or, one day if you're just in a circle and doing meditation around her altar, write down some of the things that come to your mind. What does your heart feel? What is the vibration that you get that you want the world to be able to enjoy as well? Because once we make prayers, like actual prayers that we recite over and over and over again, it's not only for us, but it's for the world. Or at least that's how I've always seen it. And don't be super critical on yourself. It doesn't have to be like this big overproduction of the epithets of different names for her and all this jazz. It doesn't have to be that deep. It's just whatever you want. But for anybody who wants to hear the song that I'm talking about, I put the link in the comments. But I quite liked it. That's one thing that I've noticed. Like, we don't have a whole lot of songs about deities or hymns, as they used to call them, or, certain prayers that we've actually done in this day and age. And it's a sad thing. It really is. Because if you think about the ancients, that's what they did. That's how they showed their love for their gods, is through song or through literature or through poetry, along with the offerings they would give of food and wine and sacrifices. And it's something that for some reason we've lost track of and we don't even talk about hardly anymore. Do 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 do. And another thing I've noticed also is like Hecate has a dark goddess vibe. That is true. But there is so much more that she is. And only her dark attributes get shown. Which I find odd in a sense, because you think there's this goddess who's over land, sea, and sky, who can walk on the land of the living and walk through the land of the dead. She is both light and dark, and yet here we are only focusing on one of the attributes of her when she's so much more. There's a reason why she puts people in situations that are like leading the blind. You know what I mean? Like I was telling my husband today, working with Hecate is like being a kid that continuously goes into the dark room with no light. And if there's ever a time where you can't find your way back, you can call upon her and she'll help guide you home. And that's one of the beauties of her. She'll push you into the dark, but she also wants you to be the light within the darkness, to guide others, to help others, and to cherish the things that she gives us. Hey, Susie. If you're looking for a reading, we got a few that we do. One card reading is free. Any specific questions is $5 for two. Or today we are running a special of $10, 3 card pull, 2 follow-up questions. Hello, Gabriella. If you would, Susie, if you're not already, please subscribe and like the channel, because that just helps me kind of grow, as a channel. Good night, Miss Allaby. All right, we got 2 cards that popped up for you, Susie. Pick your poison, 1 or 2. So we got Pluto. It's a cold, distant planet, like our emotions sometimes. So I don't know who it is that you are trying to give the cold shoulder to, or maybe they have brought on an emotion of you just not giving a fuck and kind of wanting to just say fuck you, which I can relate to. I will be your spirit guide to the other side. Anyway, take this as a blessing, because sometimes we got to put motherfuckers in their place, and that's exactly what you were doing. So enjoy it, my dear. Have fun with it. And hey, whatever happened to my little chocolate bits? It's snackity time. It is this time of snacks. My day is doing great. I'm debating if I should be a responsible adult and go to the grocery store and buy groceries and make a hearty, wholesome meal that will stretch for the next couple of days, or if I should be a lazy asshole and just go get something to eat and not have to clean a kitchen. I'm kind of in between. Hey, Snowden. I am doing great. Blah, 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 blah. Give me 1 minute. Snacks. I love snacks too. But unfortunately, my kids want substance. Hot meals. Like, they're so overrated. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. He's still a bunny. He won't get out of it. Chippies. Whatever. If we were to cook, what would you want to cook? So I'm chewing a chip. I asked him what he wanted to eat. And I swear to God, all I heard was pee pee. What? Alicia, babe, you get a free card, one reading, no questions unless you're paying $5 for two. Or if you spend $10 on me, you get 3 cards of whatever and 2 follow-up questions. So which one do you want to do? Do you want to pay me or do you want one free card? Personally, I think paying me is a great option. But, you know, each to their own. Mm-mm. And while you ponder on that situation and what you should do and what you shouldn't do, Gabriella, pick your card, 1 or 2. Well, considering I've done about 53 readings, probably about due. Gabriella, 1 or 2, babe. I don't know what's going on with you, honey, but whatever's growing that's negative, you need to stop that shit and nip it in the ass. That's what I would do. Stop that shit and nip it in the ass. Whatever negativity is trying to come around you, cut it off. All right, we got a free reading for Snowden. Let's see what we're going to do. You got 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Pick your poison. Snowden, what do you wish to do? 1, 2, or 3? Either that or just maybe somebody said something to you today and it's kind of like an earworm that is seeping its way through your brain. Who knows? Well, Snowden, when you plan to come back to the land of the living, you can pick your card. While I munch on some chips. I don't even know if she's still in here. Because on my end, it's showing she is, but whether or not she is, I'll give her another minute and I'm putting these cards away, and that was her reading for today. We've reached a portion of the show where I'm eating snacks because I'm hungry. For anybody who's wanting a reading, all you got to do is just comment. I got a $10 special. It's 3 card reading, 2 follow-up questions. Or you get a 1-card draw. You can have a 1-call draw. 1-call draw. 1 call. That's it. You can have that, but you must be subscribed and like this channel and hit that fucking bell. No, I'm just kidding. But seriously, it does help the channel. I have not finished the Cadbury's. There's like a little bit left. By the way, Hoyt, whoever the chick is in your life, there's a lady who seems like she's a decent person. I mean, she has her bitchy moments. Don't get me wrong. We kind of all do. But it seems like there's a woman who's constantly been there for you. And occasionally you don't agree, but normally they're right. Josiah. And they're still here. They're so good. They're delicious. That was for Josiah. This is a portion. I got to figure out what I'm going to do for dinner tonight. Last night was an easy choice. It was pizza. Can't do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So far, we've done 25 readings in an hour and 15 minutes. Huh? You need to figure out what we're eating because I'm distracted. What is the plan, Easter Bunny? See, we love playing this game of, hey, what are we going to have to eat? I don't know. I'm just going to cook something. Well, something doesn't tell me whether or not I want it. So it's kind of like one of those things where it's like, Yeah, I was looking for that email for the recipe and I never did see it. You're fine. Take your time. It's all life is a little matter of time. I don't know what all we got. I haven't really looked in the kitchen in a while. Well, see, you're playing a game and you're not helping me out by giving me the rundown and, you know. I don't think you do, but I think you stole something very important to me. Well, if you were in here, you could see what I'm looking for. Found it. That bunny's going to end up skinned. Exactly. Just for once, I want them to go like they do in the commercials and pull out 2 bags and go, it's done. You know what I mean? Like, I don't get that. I don't get that kind of luxury. Commercials lie. Mm-mm-mm. I mean, it's possible. It depends on what you do. What you do to the universe. Because, see, I could never be that person like, I got money. What are you guys all doing? You know what I mean? But that would be mean and mad. Meh. That'd be mean. Everybody gets cold cut sandwiches tonight. I haven't had a good French dipped sandwich in a while. I might have to put that on my list of things to do this coming up week. I've been on here with you guys so much, I haven't even made a grocery list yet. Hey, Michelle. How are you doing, babes? Oh, yeah. I'm just chilling here, waiting for readings up here, debating the great debate of what's for dinner. Round 6,000. Yeah, because you're still in there and I'm still in here, and there's nothing being done. That's not 3 choices. No, it ain't. Because, see, there's always a great choice of sending the bunny to the big store with all the food. I need those little hand things. You guys know what I'm talking about, where you put it on your finger and it's like little baby hands? I need that. Double cheese toasties. I've done that, and that's good. The kids could not handle it, though, because it was like this big, because I did it with Texas toast. Yeah. I do got a jar of pickles, though. We better still have my jar of pickles. My jar of pickles is what keeps me going through the days that are in between. Pickles, cream cheese with ham. Yum. Yummy galata. I wonder. With my magical ball. See, I would send you to go get lunch meat, but I guarantee you all the delis are closed. Probably. Most likely. Let's see. I miss the corner market that we used to have because they had the best deli sandwiches and everything. Their mac and cheese sucked, which I find a lot of these places that do mac and cheese just suck at it. There's only a few exceptions, and it's never ones that are self-made. At least the ones I found around here. Maybe I got to go to Georgia to get some good mac and cheese. I don't fucking know. Actually, I don't know why I'm doing it on here. I can go and be crazy. Look at that. I can still see your guys' comments. I can still search. It's freaking awesome. Gotta love technology. Do. Come down, white horse, come down. Could probably send you to Needleman's. They're probably still open. I doubt it, but I mean, as far as I know they're a little bit expensive, but it's like this grocery store that got bought out by another grocery store, and yet they're still expensive. So stupid. See what their weekly ad is this week. Bet you guys never thought that you'd be here watching someone get on a grocery website during a tarot reading, trying to figure out what the fuck am I gonna do. I'm your biggest fan. I'll follow you till you love me. Papa, paparazzi. All right, guys, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut this short because I know this is going to be boring. And I am going to figure out what dinner is because my husband is so indecisive. And then I may be back. We shall see how it goes. Unless I have to go on a journey to the grocery store and defeat the goblin who cuts the meat. See you guys soon. Bye.